This is Unit 11, Density Part 2. From the previous lesson, we were talking about what is density and we were doing an activity to find out the ratio between the mass of water and the volume. So, we found that density is equal to mass divided by volume. And we were talking about the symbols of density, that's rho is equal to m divided by v. M means for the mass, v for the volume. And today we are going to talk about units of density. So, what are the units of density? Normally, mass is going to be measured by grams. The volume is going to be measured by cubic centimeters. So, when we are writing in a plane, we have to write it as gram per cubic centimeters. When cubic centimeters coming to the numerator, this 3 becomes minus 3. That's why we are pronouncing it as per. Grams per cubic centimeters. But the problem is, in the standard way, the standard SI units for the mass is not the grams, it is kilograms. So kilograms is the SI unit of the mass. And the volume, not the cubic centimeters, the SI unit of volume is cubic meters. 3 to the power of 3, that is cubic meters. When you are writing in a plane, this cubic meters coming to the numerator, therefore the 3 becomes minus 3, therefore we have to write cubic kilograms per cubic meters. So this per is there to denote that minus. So when you are writing this, you have to keep a small space between this kilogram and cubic meter. And you're writing in words, kilogram per cubic meters. This is the way that you have to write. Okay, next we are going to talk about an activity. For this activity, we need a triple beam balance, 250 milliliters of beaker, and 250 milliliters of measuring cylinder. Not only that, we need 4 types of solutions. So here we have used water, coconut oil, kerosene oil, and concentrated salt solution. Firstly, you have to do what? Firstly, take clean 250 milliliter beaker, empty one. You have to keep it on here on the triple beam balance and measure the weight of this empty beaker. That's the first measurement that you have to take. And then what you have to do is you have to measure 250 milliliters of water from this measuring cylinder, and then you have to pour that to here. So now you can measure the mass of beaker with the water, 250 milliliters of water. Now this is the second measurement that we have to take. Then what we have to do is, likewise we have to measure the mass of beaker with 250 milliliters of salt solution and 250 milliliters of kerosene oil, and the next 250 milliliters of coconut oil. Measure the masses of each solution, equal volume sum we have. Every time we have to remove the water or the remove the water or the things inside or the kerosene oil or the salt or anything, and then you have to dry it, and you have to firstly wash it with water and dry it, and then you have to weigh it. You know the mass of empty beaker. It is a constant value for everything because we are using same beaker for every activity, every experiment. So you liquidate the solution, you know, we can put here water, kerosene oil, coconut oil, and concentrated salt solution. And you know the volume of liquid. Every time this is 250 cubic centimeters, that is 250 milliliters. So mass of the beaker with liquid or the solution. This is the one that you have to measure. You have measured this one, right? So then you can find mass of the liquid only. This is the mass of the liquid plus beaker. When you are subtracting the mass of the empty beaker from this value, you can have this one for each. Then you know here, the volume, this one, the volume of the liquid, you know, this is always same. It should be the mass, right? Not the volume. The mass, you must know the mass, and this is the mass. Always you know the mass of the, here this is the mass. This one always come to here. The mass of the liquid you know now, and volume also you know now. Volume of the, so when you are dividing this mass of the liquid by volume of it, you can have the ratio for each of these one. That means you can obtain a ratio. That means you can have the density for each of these solutions. Okay, this is the conclusion for the activity you have done here. The ratio of the mass of its volume after filling that column or the table, you can find it. After filling this column, you can find the ratio is differ from different substance, differ from each other. That means one value is coming to the water, and another is to the kerosene oil, and another is to the coconut oil, and a different one for the concentrated salt solution. You know the volumes are equal, but the masses are different there. That means the density is the specific property of a respective substance, maybe a liquid, maybe a solid. So it's common for solids and liquids. It is a specific property for each of these substances. Therefore, we can conclude that density is a vital physical quantity of a substance. Vital physical quantity of a substance. Okay, then we'll move to a calculation. In here, you have given the mass of 2 cubic meters of water is 2000 kilograms. Calculate the density of water. Here they are asking density, only the density they are asking. Before talking about this calculation, since there are 3 changing values, we can put these changing values to a triangle, density triangle. In here, always density will be there in here. It will be denoted by D or rho. You can put rho here also. And M you know is for the mass, V is for the volume. We are putting this. So if we want to find the volume, you have to divide mass by density. Mass by density. V is equal mass divided by density. So if you want to find the density, what you have to do, if you're going to find density, you have to divide M by V, mass by volume. You know that one also now. If you want to find mass, how you can do it? If you know the density and volume, you have to multiply those two. Right? This is the one. Density into volume. So every time, this is the division mark. All the time, here also division, here also division mark. Here multiplication mark is there. If you want to find M, you have to multiply these two. If you want to find D, you have to divide M by V. If you want to find D, you have to divide M by D, because here you are having the division mark. Right? So they are asking now what? Density. They are asking this one from you. So you have to divide mass by volume. So do you know the mass? Yes, that's 2000 kilograms. And do you know the volume? Yes, you know that. That's 2 cubic meters. So when I divide in that, you are getting 1000 kilograms per cubic centimeters. This cubic meters. These cubic meters are coming to up as the numerator. Okay, let's move to the next calculation. In this calculation, they are asking what? The mass of the solution which has the density, and now the density is given 800 kilograms per cubic meters. And the mass is given as 200 kilograms. They are asking what is the volume of it. Now we want this one. So then what you have to do? You have to divide mass by density. So what is the mass here? 200 kilograms. So what will be the volume? Sorry, not the volume. What will be the density? Now we have to divide by density. This is the one we have to apply. To find this one, mass divided by density. Now what is the density here? This one. 800 kilograms per cubic meters. So you can get the answer as this. So that is very easy one for you. Okay. Now we have to calculate these three questions. The first question, calculate the density. This is given and this is also given. You can calculate. And the next question is somewhat different. X, Y, Z. You have to calculate X, Y, Z and T for the following spaces. This is the whole question for you. You have to read the whole question. You have to understand it and properly you have to understand it. Especially in here, the density is given by grams per cubic centimeters, not by kilograms per cubic meters. Right? When the question is given in this unit, you have to calculate the rest of the things also from the relevant or the respective units. So if there's any question at the last, if they are asking calculate by standard SI units, you have to convert that density into grams per kilograms per cubic meters. Okay, and let's do the summary for today. Today we were talking about units of density. At last we were found it. Normally gram per cubic centimeters, but in SI units, in standard way, that's kilograms per cubic meters. And then we were doing an activity to find out the ratio between the mass and the volume. And we found that different ratios are there for different substances. So it's a specific property. The density is the specific property for respective substances. So density is the vital physical property or the quantity of a substance. And we were talking about density triangle to calculate the different items on that. And this is an example for you, and this is another example for you. And you have to calculate these things also. Okay. Right. Thank you for joining, and do the questions and send me.